Hello. Anyone who follows me on Instagram would know that I have been slacking off about my Square Week blanket project. I am, I don't know how many weeks behind, but the last week, the first week that I have not done is the week of March 9th. It is now the last day of April, on the day I am starting to record this. I might have the Blue Jays game on my laptop in my headphones as I do this, but I wanted to get this started. So, I need to get to it. I have gone ahead and written down something for every single week. Most of the weeks that I missed, I was still writing down the plan for that week. So I'm not screwed. There was one week that I had to finagle a bit. I ended up looking back at my story archives for my Instagram account and was like, what was I doing this week? But I have something written down for every week now. So all I gotta do is design the squares and make the squares. This is gonna be a bit of a vlog, both for finishing this up, but then also just a vlogging. I've been doing other arts and crafts. You can see stuff on the back, like on my wall, my little shelf I made. That's like a cork board with felt on it. I'm up to no good. But the no good is not crochet. And I want to get this blanket going. I need to get to it. So, without further ado, let's catch up. Because I am behind. Alright, so I've got a spreadsheet going. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks to do. So I have the Mackinge musical, the Amazing Digital Circus episode 8, my anthropology gala, a YouTube video I worked on, end of school or end of term 2, visiting my grandma, and I got a lot of blood work done. Those are the themes of these weeks. I'm gonna probably call it for the night. I'm gonna try to get at least a few of these designs done. I remember why I put it off, and that was because the Mackinge musical, their logo is very complicated. And I was like, that's gonna be hard to design in a 20 by 20 grid. And then I didn't do it. And then I kept not doing it. And now we are almost 2 months behind. Because this is 7 weeks? That's almost 2 months behind. And that's not including this current week, which it is Thursday for. So, hoping to finish all this by the end of this week so that I can do the one for this week, next week, and it'll all be back on track. It's fine. It is great. Hello, it is the next day. I am ready to go. I designed one square last night, but then I got tired and lazy, so that's all I did. I'm gonna sit down and do the other 6, 7 of them. Oops, that was not on purpose. And then I'm going to start crocheting. My partner's gonna come visit me today, which is very exciting. So I'm gonna go do that at some point. Don't know how vlog this is gonna be because they'll be visiting. Still sounds fun. Yeah, I'm gonna work on designing these now just to get her done because I know once I have them designed, crocheting will not be that bad. It's really the designing one I don't want to do, which is dumb because it's fun, but I'm just not in the mood for it. But I'm gonna get it done. I need to catch up. So, yeah. Okay, so I have made all of them. I don't know why the last one doesn't have a what's it called? Like a picture for it, but I'm not the proudest of all of them. Like some of them was kind of half-assed, but they all are there. They all exist. I'm now gonna start crocheting. I am almost done the first square, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. I know I said I would try to get 2 done today, but I'm just I'm not feeling color work, and the other ones need much more color work. Cause this is only 2 colors. It looks good, but I'm just I'm not feeling the crochet right now at all. I've been burnt out on crochet recently, honestly. I've been doing other stuff, and it's gonna stay. So I don't really know. I'm feeling less confident about finishing all of these by the end of the weekend, but
I'm really happy I at least got all the designs done. And I'm hoping to at least be halfway done by the end of the weekend, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just like, I just want to lay down right now. But I'm going to finish this square. I have 2 more rows and I have to do the border. But I probably won't do that much after that. Sorry.
So it's been a bit. I've been pretty dead, honestly. Like, I haven't been doing much. I've been napping like almost every day. Um, I did finish 2 squares. I don't remember if I was showing them. Well, I know I showed the mac and cheese. Oh my god, that's a angle. I'll show it better later. It's not my best work, but it'll do. I didn't have a light enough blue. Now I'm working on my third one, which is the troll, which is the unofficial mascot of the Waterloo Anthropology Society. His name is Franz. And then the stripes in the background for my outfit that I wore to the Amp Gala. Mother. Oh no. Oh. Okay, we're good. Sorry. Just watching the Blue Jays game. Um, I put this one off for a long while, mainly because I didn't want to whitewash the troll, which I feel like is a stupid concern. So I don't. I normally use like it used to be the Craft Smart Super Saver, but now it's Loops and Fred's Soft Classic, I guess. That's what I've been using. It's a little bit thicker than a regular worsted weight. I don't own a skin tone, any of the skin tones, other than like a dark brown. Even then, I don't think I have it. And the troll is not a dark brown. It's also not a peach, and it's definitely not white. So I went through all my yarn of like my cottons, which I have more color variations. I have like my skin tone, like a peachy, a little bit too peachy pink, but like could get away with my skin tone. And then I have like a brown, but I did not have a beige, and that pissed me off because I just needed a beige. So we're gonna use gold because it's darker. It's obviously way too yellow, and it looks even more yellow on camera. It looks darker and a little bit brownier in person. I promise you that. But I put some good old fashioned thinking into it, and this was the best option I had. And I've been putting off working on this square because I didn't want to whitewash the troll. And I also don't want to go out and buy yarn. I don't even know if they have a yarn like the color I would need. Like might have to knot this yarn, which like what's the freaking point? So oopsies. It's been a while. I was hoping to have all the squares done by the end of the weekend. It is now Tuesday. Sue me. Which means I also need to decide what I'm doing last week and then design the square for that, but I don't know, buddy. I've been very dead. Let's just say that. Hola, amigos. Okay. It to me it looks like you can tell what it also it's backwards, so it's hard to tell. But it says D2L, kinda. I know what it means, which is the like learning software. At Waterloo it's called Learn, but the actual software that all the universities use is called D2L. And then like every single one like rebrands it for their own whatever. Anyway, so it's supposed to be like a check mark on it, but I literally had just enough green. Like I didn't cut any of this off. This is all I had left, which is shocking to me. I thought I had lots, but that's good to know how much a background uses of a color. I am sad I'm out of my like bright green, but that's okay. Anyway, here's another look at this one. Or it's upside down. This one. Here's my troll. Kind of ugly. Any other ones? I don't remember. So I have two more that I have planned out. However, because it is now Thursday, I need to do last week as well. So, like, if I look at my spreadsheet, 1 second. If I look at my spreadsheet, so I've got end of school I just checked off. Then I have to do my grandma one, and then the blood. And then that's it. I decided I'm gonna do heated rivalry themed for this past week. It didn't come out or anything, obviously. I know, like, I kind of wished I was doing this when it was coming out because I was like obsessed. But I rewatched the whole TV show around that last week. I think I started it technically the end of the week before, but you know. and I was re-listening to some of the audiobooks. Like I would say my week didn't really have much to say about it, so if I'm going to pick a theme, it'll be heated rivalry. So I'll design that square. I think for this vlog, I'm gonna finish all the squares up until when I need to get done. Maybe doing this week's as well. We'll see. And then like I don't know what this week isn't over yet, so I still have time to figure that out. And then I need to weave the ends in on these. I'm kind of dreading that, but I'm gonna put an audiobook or a TV on and just get it done. And then I might even sew them all up, but I might do that as an Instagram reel because I used to do these of Instagram reel a week, and I kind of haven't done that. I haven't recorded any of them for these. I don't really want. I didn't want to do them. They're really fine when you do it week by week, but when you don't do it week by week and you like put it off for so long, it becomes a lot. So I'm kind of like I'm just kind of trying to get it done. I'm being lenient on myself, you know. I'm back. It's been a bit. I had dinner. I also finished. I forget what exactly I done. I don't know if I finished this last time I talked, but I also finished this. I'm officially done all the designs that I had previously made. I got like 3 of them done today, which is, like almost half of them. I did also just design the next one for this past week, which was still happening when I started this, which is heated rivalry themed. I did their little like a little minimized version of the logo, H&R. That was weird. And I'm gonna crochet that now. And I'm gonna need like a yellow. This is my goldyish yellow, and then this blue. Um, but I'm trying to decide when I'm gonna stop this. I think my goal. I guess this new ADHD meds are working because I'm like riled in, which is great. So I'm gonna crochet this heated rivalry one. Then I'm caught up completely. Like this week that's happening has not yet finished, so I have nothing to make the thing about. So that's next week's problem. I'm gonna try to keep it up to like week by week, do them weekly again. Hopefully, can I trust me? We'll see. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna weave in all these ends. Maybe I'll do like a time lapse. Cause I'll just watch the TV on my laptop. Because if I don't have a TV going, I will die. But maybe I'll do a time lapse. Maybe not. And then I think that'll be when I call it. And maybe I'll do like a Instagram reel crocheting them all together so far. Cause I feel like I should do part of that now. Like, I think maybe I'll do like the horizontal rows. I won't do the vertical because that's easier to just do it all at once. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. But I think I'm gonna try to weave the ends in, and then we'll call it for this vlog. And I can also give a little tour of all the squares I've done so far, not just the ones I just made. An update. Anyway, hello. This is now the outro of this video. I low-key forget what I was up to at the start of this vlog, other than working on my squares. So, this is gonna be a little bit of fun for me to edit, but that's okay. Anyway, I thought to end it all off, I just weave all the ends in. I put in a time lapse bit of me weaving all the ends in, which resulted in this pile of ends. It honestly wasn't that bad. I think my ADHD medication really worked today because I was like zoned into it. Like, I did it. Anyway, so let's do the little tour. So the first 4, I can't really like, I need 2 hands for this. Okay. We got 2, 0, 2, and 6. They're backwards. Well, they're right way for me. To represent the 2026. Very simple. We got week 1, which was the start of the university semester 2, which is fun. Second one is the start of my new job, which was what kind of sports broadcaster. My first game I ever did with hockey, which is why I have a little puck in there. I was playing a buttload of Animal Crossing, which is why I have the Animal Crossing logo here. It's supposed to be a snowflake because it was a buttload of snow, but it's kind of just like a snowstorm, which also works. We've got the Olympics because I was watching a buttload of Olympics. A pizza in the shape of a heart. I'm not that proud of this square. Because what's the word? This was Valentine's Day and my partner and I went out for dinner and we got pizza. That's also the first one of the weaving ends in. Every other one I had weaved in as I went, but then this week I decided to stop weaving my ends in. Thanks me. Then we got um this is the supposed to be a via train, not really, and then a bone because I went home for reading week and dog sit my dad's dog and took the via train to get there. This is the worst Sqaure of this entire, probably the worst Sqaure of the entire year. I'm predicting that, which is this monstrosity. Technically, it is purple and gray in there. It's more clear in person. It still looks absolutely horrendous. It's supposed to be gummy bear. I don't want to talk about it. Then I visited my friend, and it's hard to. There's much more contrast in person, but she gave me a plant, and so that was my plant. Now here's the start of the ones I was making this past week. We've got MEM, McMaster Engineering Musical. This is the reason I stopped working on it, honestly, because I had no clue how to make their logo in such a like a 20 by 20 space and make it actually look good. And so I just kind of put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off. This is not their logo. I just put their initials MEM. Um, it's the colors of the musical. My partner did the McMaster Engineering musical, and I went to see it that week, so that's why I did the theme for it. It was Greater Than Gatsby, but it was based on the Great Gatsby. So this was the colors they had. I don't know anything about the Gatsby to know if that's the colors of the book or anything. Sue me. But this is the reason I stopped because I just was procrastinating my idea for it. And I think it will. I'm honestly quite proud of how the lettering turned out. Like whatever. But it took me forever to design this, but I kept moving it around trying to make the letters fit nicely. Anyway, here is the Amazing Digital Circus. It's Kane. I'm not gonna spoil the episode 8, but Kane was a part of that episode. I'm sure once episode 9 comes out, I will also have a Sqaure about it, which we'll see what I do. I mean, the other characters probably will be easy to make too. Definitely can't do their logo like in 20 by 20. Hell no. Anyway, then we've got my next one that I procrastinated for a bit because I did not want to whitewash the troll. Because I didn't have like a beige, like a dark enough beige. So this is gold. It's obviously too gold, but it is a similar tone to what the trolls really are. So this is to represent the Waterloo Anthropology Gala, which I went to that weekend, which was very fun. And I wore a black and white outfit, which is for the stripes. And then the troll is our unofficial mascot. His name is Franz. So then the week after that was one of my last weeks of school, and I was working on a YouTube video, which is up on my YouTube, but it was also for class. So that was like the focus of my life for that week. So just the YouTube symbol, a very badly done triangle, honestly, and then the pink because that was the colors I used for most of the branding of that video. Then we've got finishing up semester 2 of second year. So we had to start with starting it. Now we got finished it. This is D2L. You can't really read that. It's a little bit more understandable in person when it's not flipped, but it does low-key look like the logo because I find you can never actually read the D2L logo because it's always so tiny. So I get it, which is the main goal. Then I went to visit my grandma for a week, and I had no clue what to do. Like I was like, how do I'm not gonna put a portrait of my grandma in 20 by 20 space. Like it's not gonna work. But my grandma took me to a local theater company's show, and we saw, and the main part of their show was the giraffe, which did not have a head because I didn't make one, so it was like blocked off like the giraffe was too tall. But that representing my visit to grandma. And the week after that, I had a lot of medical tests, including getting my blood drawn a copious amount of times. So a little drop of blood. And then this past week, I was watching a crap load of Heated Rivalry. Like, I obviously speaking not as much as when Heated Rivalry came out, and then I listened to all the audiobooks. But I was re-listening to a few of them. I re-listened to Game Changer, um, Role Model, and The Long Game. Um, and then I also rewatched the whole TV show, and I still want to re-listen to a few more audiobooks. I like Heated Rivalry, the book, but like, I like The Long Game better. I like Game Changers a lot too. And then I want to listen to her other books, like the non Heat Rivalry ones again. Um, Tough Guy and What Common Goal, Take 'em or Leave 'em. Sorry, becoming a Heated Rivalry or like Rachel Reed review. Anyway, so that's my 1 second. Put this out for a second. That's my pile. Um, I didn't count how many there were. I'm gonna put it up on screen. How many were there? Or how many are there so far? Quite proud of myself though. And yeah, I'm gonna hopefully switch this back to Instagram and post it weekly. Um, because I'm gonna keep up with it. Well, this week I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Next week I'm going to see the Blue Jays. I did just run out of the blue. I have like that much left, like literally like enough to do like half of a row. So I'm gonna have to figure out. I guess I can choose a different blue, like the blue for this background or something. Um, for the Blue Jays, but I don't want to go buy yarn. I'll have to, cause this is the yarn I use for my squares. I'll need to get another skein of blue, and then maybe a brown. I don't think I actually have brown in there. But yeah. So anyway, bye bye, and thank you for chilling with me. Like my little leaf shelf. I also made little fake buttons. I've been doing a lot of crafts. It's been like keeping me alive. I also reorganized my yarn stash, which is fun. There's also some down there. And all my yarn is now in shelves. Other than I have a bag with the yarn I use for these, and then I've got another bag with like scraps. But anyway, bye bye. Yeah.